Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Should I even listen? Should I even try? Will I just be hearing the same old lines? Baby, see, it doesn't matter what you say this time, 'cause the whole relationship is built on one lie. You say things are the way they seem, but you can't come straight with me. How can you think that you're in love, but you don't know the meaning of love? Should've brought you home last night. You should've been with me. Should've been right by my side, baby. If you cared everything for me, then love would have brought you to me last night. Don't make me want. Whoa, ha 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 ha. Whoa, ha ha ha. Whoa, ha ha ha. Whoa, ha ha ha. Whoa, ha 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 ha. Whoa, ha 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 ha. Whoa, ha ha ha. Whoa, ha. Whoa, ha. Whoa, ha. Whoa, ha ha ha. Whoa, ha 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 ha. Whoa, ha ha. Whoa, ha ha. Whoa, ha 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 ha. Whoa, ha. Whoa, ha 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 ha. Whoa, ha.
Should I even listen? Should I even try?
I missed you, friend. Oh my god.
Oh my god, we got to whoa ha ha each other's faces.
I know. Everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. Is Jaded XD. We are in the studio together.
We are.
For the first time in a month and a half.
After quarantining for 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was testing. We're testing some camera stuff out here.
Yeah, we are.
We might try to do some more things live with you all, so that's super exciting.
Can't wait.
Yeah. How was your week? Or how was this last 7 days? Because it's been 7 days.
It's been very busy.
Yeah.
It's been very, very busy. As you all can see, I've been putting out my Jade of All Jades content. Patreon started up. What's today? Friday? So you all get y'all should have your first food video. I think.
Yeah. It's there. If it's not there, then it's coming.
It's coming in like the next day or two. But it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me today on Twitter. They said, "You gonna give us a Cinco de Mayo recipe?" No, nigga. I have to do this shit twice a week now. Do you know how much work that is? It's B-roll and it's A-roll and it's C-roll, nigga. It's all kinds of things. It's voiceovers and this and that. So it's good work though. I'm not complaining by any means. I'm very grateful. Thank you everybody who has already signed up and supported. If you haven't, get into it. We're gonna be doing something fun. The first food video this week is American style. I have to make sure I say that. Chinese at-home takeout. So we're gonna do a quick, easy Mongolian beef and broccoli and a veggie fried rice. And let me just say quickly that I had to take a little something from Jada Essence Hall. She said, I'm a real bitch. I don't debate. I argue. Yeah. So I say, I don't recipe. I cook. Yeah. I'm not here to give y'all recipes. I'm here to teach niggas how to cook. Like, I'm not here to give you the prettiest plates or this and that, but your food's gonna be good if you listen. So, yeah, it's been fun. I've been getting a lot of support, and I'm grateful. What's going on with you, equipment boy?
I know, as you can see, I have a new camera set up, and I have some new editing.
I saw when it came to my house.
Yeah, sound and
I love how niggas get things delivered to my house. You know, because they be like, well, it gets stolen at my house.
Yeah, it gets stolen, nigga.
Niggas just deliver things to get delivered.
Speaking of, I have a story because it happened today.
Dummy.
So, back up. XD's Corner. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was in the house chilling, and I got a light tap on my door. I thought it was somebody, that I knew who, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was
especially the way your building is set up.
Right. So it was this random nigga on my floor, and I was like, can I help you? Now, that particular day, we had an issue with our plumbing. So we were just like, okay, well, maybe this is the plumber guy or whatever. But when I'm open my door, I'm talking to him. It just seems off, and he's just.
Was it like the time we were recording and the nigga with the bucket hat showed up?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, this nigga's off or whatever. But like, he eventually, I'm like, I don't understand, like, how can I help you? But he eventually left or whatever, right? So I see him around my neighborhood, and I'm like, oh, clearly he's off, maybe drugs, I don't know, homeless, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like a younger gay, clearly gay or what, a black gay. Anyway, because it's like he tried to hit on me first time, but I guess he didn't.
I was like, you better clarify, because them niggas will come for you and be like, well, how do you know he's gay? Gay is not that performative.
I don't give a fuck. Okay. Listen, real recognize real. He looked real familiar. Okay. So I saw him today. So early this morning, I went to go take my laundry. Mm-hmm. So, and it's, mind you, doing laundry during quarantine is a whole ordeal. It was already ordeal in New York regardless. Mm-hmm. But now it's a completely different kind of monster. So I'm going downstairs, and I see him in front of my building, and I'm like, and he's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, fuck, like, what? Why? Like, what up? Now, he was like, he calls me by the name of my landlord. I'm like, that is not me. He was like, well, you're like the leasing agent. I'm like, no, I'm not. So I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm a tenant. Like, so I get my Uber, go around the corner. I walk around my neighborhood because I needed some fresh air, and then I come back. The nigga's still in front of my building. So I'm like, okay. So I open the door, trying to get in, but he wheels his way inside the building. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, I'm just going to go up to my house because I live in a walk-up, fine. But he went to the first floor apartment. So I'm like, oh, this must be, these other niggas' gay friend or whatever.
I wonder if that was the nigga who was smoking,
Probably.
Y'all said y'all smelled what? Crack, meth?
Meth, cracky meth.
Because crack is a special smell. If
right.
you've never smelled crack, you don't want to.
Yeah, it's cracky meth. Whatever the fuck. Whatever. There's some unfortunate homosexuals that live on the first floor of my building. So, at the second floor. And then, whatever reason, I hear somebody outside of my door, and so I tell Mr., I'm like, what is going on in front of the door? So he opens the door, and it's this nigga that I just passed, and he's like cleaning up like the area. Mind you, when I saw him the first time, he was posing as a maintenance worker for the building.
Oh, nah. See, nah.
And when I called my landlord, he was like, I didn't send anybody. And I was like, that's what I thought. So I called him last time. He was like, let me know if you see him again. We'll take care of it. Okay, cool. So I was thinking again. I called my landlord. No response.
Of course.
I'm like, all right, well, fine. So this
nigga tased this nigga, dope.
Right. So this nigga is like cleaning, and Chris Rogers is like, well, he was like, do you have a broom? Because he thought he was gonna see me. He wasn't assuming that somebody else lived with me. Because Chris Ryder's going to say, you're so stupid. We had it out. But he was like, you would have got fucked up. Because he was like, you're too nice. He was like, you're way too Californian. So, and it's also the social worker in me, because I'm also trying to figure out, I don't want you to harm yourself, and I don't want you to harm me. And I definitely don't want you to return with some sort of vengeance or whatever. So... especially
when a nigga knows where you live.
Right. So it was a little dicey. And so he's like cleaning up the front like area, like this escape that goes up to the rooftop. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then like he just keeps like lingering, and we're just like, can we help you? Like, go away. Then he asks to use our bathroom.
Oh, hell no. No. Y'all let that nigga use the bathroom?
I did not. Somebody else did.
Oh, no.
And mind you, took a full-blown shit in the bathroom. I had to like disinfect the whole bathroom.
No.
Like, yeah. And then, but then try to like go in the rest of our apartment, and then like Chris was like, sir, come back. But then we realized like, oh, this nigga's off because he like kept saying like, you know, I bought this building, and like he just kept going through the motions. Like it was just really odd. So we ended up calling 911.
Yeah.
And mind you, I don't believe in calling the police like that.
Yeah, especially on black people.
Right. But I'm just like, I also don't want to feel discomfort in my own place of living. And also, it's a pandemic outside. I don't know where this nigga been.
That you know that was my first thought.
Right. So, police come. Now, mind you, I've never seen the police come so swiftly to a black neighborhood, which is so interesting. And it was during the day. So, I'm like, okay.
Because the niggas don't have nothing to do.
Right. Bored. Boots. Mind you. And I've also never seen them call you back. Like, you call 911, so they were outside, and they were like, they called us, so they're like, well, we coming in the building, so we're like, oh, okay, sure. They didn't catch the person, but like, everybody in the building is like, no, this nigga's harassed us too.
Okay.
So it's just like, girl, now mind you, this happens a lot in New York City. Like, in your building, Mr. that live in the stairwell.
He actually lives in an apartment.
He lives in the stairwell.
Also that.
Just like in the Bronx, there's people who live in the stairwells all the time, and I get it. If you're homeless, I get it. It's a problem. Homelessness is a pandemic too.
Well, then, like I said, that nigga in my building is not. He's just a little different. He's just a little different.
Yeah, well, yeah, but either way, I'm safe now, but still, it's just like, girl, what
happens when this nigga comes back?
Exactly, I don't know. So, I got my nigga be cool stick by my door.
Okay.
And I also have my, nigga be cool butcher knife.
I was like, do you need my nigga be cool taser?
No, because shout out to the queen who sent me my culinary, my Cuisinart set, because I'm using that butcher knife that's in it just in case. Okay. Thank you, listener. Outside of that.
Wow.
Yeah, I never have a story. My life is usually inherently boring.
I don't have stories these days because I don't go outside.
Oh, I do have I have a story, and I'm trying to flesh it out. This is going to be very different for me to share on the show, but so human moment. Right. So I have an idea, and I don't know how I feel about it, so I'm just going to tell you all here, since it's quarantining and we're sharing. So my father has been trying to get in contact with me again.
Oh.
So, me and my father don't speak. We have not spoken in X amount of years, and he also struggles with addiction and sobriety and just good personness. People struggle with being a good person.
They do. They really do.
They do. It's a pandemic. So
that's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, it's a pandemic. So him and my mother. So remember, I think I told you that him and my mother had to find him because they have some financial situations to take care of because she's trying to, whatever. So they've been talking a lot more, like outside of that one thing. And I talked to my mother. My mother's very much like she forgives everybody. My mother is like
she's the sweetest.
She's like Mother Teresa without the corruption.
She is.
So and racism. So, I'm like, you good? She's like, she was like, we were friends, like, it's cool to have, like, my homie back. She was like, I don't appreciate his cursing. But I'm like, yeah, Mom, whatever.
She's like, I don't appreciate yours either. I know.
And part of her wants to say, I see where you got it from. So anyway.
But she don't want to trigger you.
Want to miss it. My grandmother curses too, which is also.
She does. I love her too.
Yeah. So. That's
because we're only how far away from the auction block?
One vote. At this rate, a text message.
One check.
Yeah. Word.
One $1,200 check away from the auction block.
One $1,200 check away. So, anywho,
shout out to y'all who got it.
Right. Oh, mine came this week.
I don't think I'm getting one. I don't think I'm getting one. It's fine.
You need to go and check, friend.
I did. I don't think I'm getting one.
You need to check. I will check for you right now.
Okay.
But anywho, they so my birthday comes. My birthday was last week. I turned 34. And so I don't know if parents feel a way when their child turns a certain age because all of a sudden they want to like be apart. Because mind you, my father has never taken an interest in me, period. Which is fine, and I'm not one of those people who have daddy issues and be like, whatever, I'm super well adjusted. I'm like, I can't be mad at no nigga I don't know. So anywho, my mother was like, hey, so I don't want to ruin your birthday.
Oh my God. No, that's a way to ruin it right there, sis.
And in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with like G? I call my grandmother G. I'm like, oh God. And which is also another story I have to tell you later. But she was like, she tells me that, your father, gave me, wanted me to give you his number. And I was like, ooh. So then I had a thought. This would be a good opportunity to not only get to know somebody, but also exploit. And here's how. I would think that I feel like a cash cow would be to exploit my reconnection with my father. It would aid in telling, a lot of people have the same story, and also it's retribution. So, but I also don't want niggas in my business like that for real. But it could be very, TAL, this American life.
Well, we did that episode of
Daddy Issue, and that's where I thought, and that's where it came from. And I was kind of like, oh, well.
It was very therapeutic for a lot of people, for them to be able to see themselves in other people's experiences.
Yeah.
I personally sat there and shut the fuck up and ate my rice, because you got to know when to speak and when to not.
You got to know.
But
gotta know when to die, let it die.
You listen. I'm like, okay, this is not my plight, and I don't need to have no words on it. But for our friends who shared, it was very therapeutic for people who, and there were so many people who could relate to each person on the show.
Yeah.
And so it may. I'm not gonna push you into anything, but it could be a way for you to, relate, especially since, everybody thinks you're dead inside.
I mean, clearly, if I just said I'm using to exploit and use it for retribution, clearly there's something wrong with me.
With us, friend.
Yeah.
With us.
And my mother was very supportive in this idea of like, I'm not going to force you to do anything you want to do. I know how you feel. And my feelings are very simple. And he keeps telling my mother, like, oh, I know he's mad at me. And she was like, he's not mad at you at all. He doesn't harbor hard feelings or ill feelings. So he was just like, how can he be mad at somebody you don't know?
Yeah.
And that's been kind of what I've been operating through. Like, well, I don't know that nigga, so why would I be, if he left, that was his own thing why he had to leave. I've never been like, I miss my daddy. Like, I've never been that person.
No. You haven't.
Like, I've just been like,
you haven't.
But anywho, that might be a thing. That's not my official quarantine content.
Let me tell you something. Things are born out of trouble and strife. So.
I know, but I'm not doing that.
That's real.
No. But I'm trying to think what else happened this week. I had a bunch of shit that happened to me this week. Fuck. Okay. Almost got attacked by that stranger nigga in my hallway today. You know, Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair. Change my underwear.
Oh my God.
Niggas still aren't social distancing like they're supposed to.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
At
this point, I just want all these niggas to get it and die because it's like that's what's going to happen.
What the problem is that what happens is the niggas who are out here just doing what they want to do end up harming everybody else. It was a big bird bitch in the fucking supermarket with a serious thigh gap, and this bitch was big as fuck. She was like,
oh my God,
6'4", walking around the supermarket, no fucking mask, just yap running her fucking big bird lips the whole time. And I finally passed this bitch. I was like, if you're not gonna wear a mask, just shut the fuck up in the store. Like, you're out here putting everybody else in danger with your own fucking ignorance and willful ignorance. I'm over. When I tell you I'm over people, I am over them. Especially now, people who want to say, "Oh, well, nothing. You know, this is a hoax. It's a hoax." Tell that to all the people I know who have gotten it, and the people I know who have passed from it.
Right.
Hoax my ass, bitch.
There's been tons of people. Hell, I told you my own grandmother.
Yeah.
My father's mother passed away.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, this is a lot. There's not nothing to fuck around with.
No, I am ready for a lot of them to just leave permanently.
Yeah.
The people who deserve it, not the people who don't. But I know that's not how it works. That's just my own personal, when you wish upon a star.
Right.
Well, friend, keep me updated.
Yeah, I will. I'll keep you updated on the what's happened, the what's haps.
Is he still local? Or?
No.
Okay.
Because no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But I will say the XC experience is coming back.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, in June.
If I get a window seat 2.0, that will just make my month.
It'll be a combination of a bunch of things. So always go to subscribe, youtube.com/the experience. I'm hoping to have like 5,000 more subscribers soon. Please, I'm not asking y'all, I know, sign up for our Patreon, but the X experience is free for now, so please go just subscribe. It takes like 3 seconds.
The cocktails will stay free. The food content, I gotta pay for the groceries.
No, that's valid.
You know what I'm saying?
That's valid.
That's a lot of yes, Noah.
Do you have a pencil? I need to do my math book. My time, money, and subtracting book.
Okay.
There's pencils back here.
I meant ones with erasers.
You call her by her middle name?
That's what he calls her.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. That's cute.
Because the meaning is Europe, but her middle name's Ife, for those who don't know.
Yeah, gotcha. What was I saying? Make sure there's social distancing.
No.
We're gonna die.
Oh my God, I'm not.
Oh, I'm not. You gotta pay for the groceries. Essential. Shout out to all our essential workers, essential employees.
Let me shout out some of the essential workers that haven't been shouted out, because we shout out the nurses and the doctors and the healthcare staff, and we love you all very much, and we greatly appreciate your sacrifices and your service. I want to shout out the laundromat workers. I want to shout out the bodega workers, those who are working in the supermarkets. You know what I'm saying? Like, people who are out, those who are working in the Walgreens, who are working in the Target, we know they're not treating you right. The Amazon warehouse workers, like, I want to shout these people out. I'm like, nobody's shouting out the laundromat workers.
No.
But these niggas are up in here washing y'all's filthy Corona clothes.
Yeah.
If you opt for the wash and fold. Or they're just there in general. So, let's shout out these people who don't get their due praise.
Absolutely.
Those who are working in food service.
Oh my gosh, food service employees, the people who've been furloughed.
everybody in the whole wide world. But I really have a lot of love for the essential workers who are just not getting their just due. They already are underpaid as it is, even before all of this, and then they're still expected to work through all of this, and it's just a time. WATBA.
Yeah, I'm over it, honestly.
Me too.
So this week we're going back in time.
Yeah.
To a time and place where there is no space and time. 1997.
When I get dusted, I like to spread the blood like mustard. Trust it.
Yeah. So let's take a break, and we'll be back with what we missed last week, but can't wait to talk about today.
Claude, give us that good quarantine quarter.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
And we're back. Before we start this, I want to say that this is a Jada Essence Hall Stan account.
Oh. Let me tell you something. Them shoulders touch us in the morning.
Yes. RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 12, Episode 10.
Yeah.
Sure. 10. Yeah, Episode 10.
This is also a Heidi Aphrodite Stan account.
Yeah, Heidi Aphrodite. I hope she sticks with it.
I hope so, too.
When I tell you, this week of Drag Race was really
Mama ain't
great.
hiding no more.
Right. This was a really good week. Also, for Secret Celebrity Drag Race, it was really good.
Not the first one.
Right. No, not the first
Don't
one.
nobody
And
know.
I'm so mad because it had my favorite queens on there. Out of all the whole list, like my favorite queens, Trixie, Monet, and Bob. Love them. But that episode was whack.
I think I sat through about 10 minutes of it. I was like, I'm good on this.
Oh, but this one, it had Lonnie Love, Tammy Roman, and Vanessa Williams, the real one.
I got to go bite.
Yeah.
Not the real one.
I mean, you have to differentiate. Because, she'd be like, Vanessa Elwood.
Not the black famous one. The black famous one or the not?
I mean, they're both black famous as far as
Vanessa.
The real one. That's all you gotta say.
Colors of the Wind is not black. She's not black famous.
She's not.
No, make it like it was. White people love that shit. Make it like it was.
And the thing is, she's been on Drag Race before, and Rick Fox as a judge.
Yo, when I saw Rick Fox as a judge,
season 4, yeah.
I was like, whoa, I love it. I love to see it.
Yeah. It's always weird when, well, not weird, but funny when like straight niggas come on, but they be like standing, like yes,
they really do.
Like there's,
and I think they be low key lusting.
Yeah. Like Joe McHale goes to drag shows on his own in LA.
I totally believe that. And
he's totally straight. He loves drag. Like
drag's fun. It's just fun. Like drag is fun.
It's a good time.
I'm mad that I didn't get on the bus sooner. I mean, I've always loved drag queens, but I didn't. I was just like, I love a drag queen. Noah goes to a drag queen library reading.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
They have a drag queen come in and read books to the kids about inclusion. It was one story about a little boy who wore high heels and like his mom's clothes, and like there's nothing wrong with that. And I think it's great. I know there's parents out there who are like, what in the blood clot is this? Well, fuck y'all, first of all. That's why your children will be closed-minded assholes.
Yeah.
But I'm mad I didn't, like, can we go to a show when all this is over? I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we can. I mean, Digital Drag Con, well, no, you didn't watch Digital Drag Con. It was late. But, but there's so many other things. And, like, I know I've talked shit about drag queens, I have before. And I eat crow because I'm like, I had fucked up views about it. And now I don't. And now I stand and it's great.
How did you feel when, we'll get to that.
All right. So... I say all that, and before I move on, I do want to say,
sure, yes,
yeah, JNXT is the blackest show about nothing, and we have no problem supporting all things black, but we also have no problems calling out things that happen to be black that we support. I get it. Drag Race isn't for everybody. Mm-hmm. Should be, but it's not. Not everything is, right? Mm-mm. But we talk about what we want to talk about here, and we also talk shit about RuPaul and
we talk about
everybody. We watch things on BET. We still talk shit about it.
We just sat up here and did a whole Tiger King recap.
Exactly.
We can still call out these racist ass white people and talk about the hilarity of honkies.
Yeah. Hungry.
Like, and that's where many things can be true at one time. You know what I'm saying? You can enjoy something, and the other thing you have to think about it from this perspective. There are black queens on Drag Race. What we supposed to stop the whole thing because we know Ru is fucked up. Right. Like we fully understand that.
It's also RuPaul. Like it's fucking RuPaul.
It's fucking RuPaul. Like we get it.
You can't take shit seriously from a drag queen.
Oh.
Well, it's true. She don't take herself seriously. Mean, even though she is like fracking and
she's fracking her ass
like,
off.
Federal law.
And don't fuck with niggas like that. Yeah. And we know that. But we say all this to say if it's not for you, it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fast forward through the Drag Race recaps, it's absolutely fine. But to try to attack somebody's character and who they are as a person is not because you don't like something. That's where it get you're hitting below the belt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh well, now y'all like. That's not what it is. It's not. And I'm not coming for anybody. I'm not coming for you. Like XD just said, I had to eat crow. Sometimes we're wrong.
Yeah.
And sometimes people gotta call you out for being wrong, and that's just what it is. We've been called out for being wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes we laugh at it, and sometimes we take it seriously, But
thank you, our mixed race queen.
Thank you. You are very welcome. Sometimes the tragic mulatto militia is wrong.
As a black male,
I ain't no tragic mulatto militia. You know that. I ain't got them issues. But as a light skinned multicultural queen,
like that one.
No, now we just clowning. Yeah. But we just wanted to let you all know if it's not for you, it's not for you, and that's fine. But don't attack the whole premise of y'all ain't. You can't be the black. Yes, you can. Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah. So, anyway, let's get to it because it was fun.
Ooh, so this week's episode, the main theme was that they had to remind me again.
Okay, so
they had a mini challenge finally?
No, they didn't have a mini challenge. It was the maxi challenge. So it started
makeover challenge.
Makeover challenge.
The episode I usually hate. Okay.
Oh, really?
I hate makeover challenges because I don't think it's fair. Because it's kind of like how see how Jada casted very well? Mm-hmm. If I was her, I would have changed it all the way up, and I would have had the burliest nigga, or if there was a guy who it's been on the pass, like in season 4, when you get to it, they do it, and they at the time it was like these big men, who would just. I think your season 4 is interesting because it's the nigga that's on there that killed Judy Garland.
What?
Yeah, he got her addicted to whatever substance that she was. And the shady thing is like hashtag I killed Judy Garland.
Oh my God. And this is why they don't take this shit seriously.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, how do you hashtag that?
Yeah.
Hashtag I killed that
nigga. Exactly. So this week we had to make over super fans of the show. Mm-hmm. And in this particular iteration it was all cis women, I'm going to assume.
No, one of them, I think one of them is one of them claimed queer and she
Oh, okay. Well,
but it was all yes, yeah, you're right. All cis women. Yeah, you're right. Duh.
All identifying as
see wrong. I had that wrong.
It's all good. So, oh God. Okay. So, who else? Who's left in the competition? Because Widow went home last week.
Widow went home last week. We covered it on Patreon. I still don't
necessarily feel I agree with it, but
yeah, especially, and I'm like, yes, okay, well, yeah.
Just because I just don't, especially after this episode, I swore, and the bitch who should have went home this week
got saved again.
Like, what the fuck?
Because Widow's runway look last week was it.
Yeah, it was one of my favorites.
Yes, obviously. Why? Black-ish show about nothing. Exactly. Like, she did the black flag.
She did Every Nigga Is a Star on the runway.
Okay, she did Every Nigga Is a Star, Lift Every Voice.
Yeah.
Personified.
Right.
Widow was working my nerves with her moods.
Yeah.
That
she has the angsty, like, woe is me, I can't get right.
If I'm a judge and you up here every week with feeling defeated and upset, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's time to send this bitch home. This is a competition. It's a competition.
And I get being frustrated because of the fact that you try to impress the judges. But that's the problem. You keep trying to impress the judges instead of just being yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
and hopefully it was a lesson for she, but you know, we love Widow and we'll see her again on All Stars.
Oh, absolutely. Anything Widow does, I support. I just like Widow. I think she's a really talented queen, and funny. And so this week they had to. So all the women came in the room. They thought they were just there for. They didn't know they were there for Drag Race or whatever. But I'm like, girl, y'all should know it's World of Wonder. Like, it's no big secret. So they only produced 2 things: Drag Race and House Hunters. So
maybe they thought they was buy at a house.
No. So,
Ruth said they thought they were going to be sitting in the audience.
Yeah, or some TV show or something like that. So they go in, and because Jada won last week, she gets to pick the order of who goes with whom for them to be made over.
I was scared initially.
Right.
I thought it was going to be a dodgeball situation, so I thought when they said, Jada, you get to, and I was like, oh, Lord, they're going to have these people choose, then they're going to have these ladies feeling bad because one of them is chosen last, but I like how they did it.
Yeah. So, Jada ended up having the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
And this episode, mind you, the way it's edited, it's a very black episode. All the black queens that are still there or highlighted. Jada had all the confessionals.
All of them.
And they were all, child not being on that orange now.
Yo, Jada is hilarious.
Right. So, Jada ended up having a woman who, of course, none of these women had ever done drag before, except for one, Janet the Planet, who was with Sherry Weinstein.
Yeah. No, she wasn't. She was with
Jackie Cox.
No, Jackie Cox had the little girl who did the split, who was working my nerves because she was doing too much.
The fake Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, she was
Kenya Michaels kind of thing.
She was working. I was like, you too hype. You too hype.
She looked like every like black girl in high school that was like your homegirl that happened to work at Burger King.
She wasn't black though.
Okay.
She was Filipino or something.
No, she was black.
The one that Jackie Cox had.
Yeah, the one that kept doing the split.
Yeah, she wasn't black.
She was brown.
She was brown.
Okay. Either way, she looked like a black homegirl I used to have that work at Popeyes or like Burger King back in the day.
She looked maybe one of your Panay friends.
Maybe, but because she also gave black. Whatever.
Really?
Yeah. There was Janet the Planet, who has officially changed her name to Janet the Planet. She is very familiar with drag and. Yeah, Janet the Planet was with Sherry Weinstein, right? Because of I'm thinking of the runway looks.
Yes.
And so, anywho, it was a lot of like discussion and talking and you know, we learned a lot about Jada this episode. We learned that Jada has a partner. I did not expect Jada's partner to look like that. Not to say he looks bad, but he just has a lot of piercings and he's like alternative, but he's still like, you know, a nigger. Because I knew she wasn't with nobody white.
No, absolutely
She makes it very clear.
No.
And also, Jada out of drag is a very pretty boy. Like,
yeah.
Just a pretty screen. Yeah. You know, and they've been together for a while. They met on social media.
12 years, baby.
Yeah, they're like a thing. And we also learned that Jada is like her makeup skills. We never really talk about that much.
Baby,
that surgical like contour.
That contour.
Right.
And that was another thought I had with poor Heidi's queen. I was like, what's gonna happen with this makeup?
Right. That was the first thing I said. I was like, makeover challenge. Oh, Heidi going home tonight. Damn. And of course she had the only black girl and she had like issues. She gave like Nicole Byer teeth, and that's all I'll say about that. Who's also super into drag, but of course
I'm not.
One of her closest friends is Trixie Mattel and Monique Hart.
Not surprised by that
they
at
were
all.
on Trixie. She was on Trixie's show getting made over by Monique and Trixie. So.
I need to see that.
Oh yes, it's so funny. Yeah. So, time for runway. And they had to do like, and when they do makeovers, they have to do like a runway challenge where they're like lip syncing and routining, whatever. They have to look like a family resemblance kind of thing. So, at this particular, the way they did it this time is that they didn't perform on the stage. They all had to lip sync for their lives. All the women did. And it was really good because all the black women, like all the women who were up there, they felt really good about themselves. The black woman had never showed her legs in 20 years.
And did you see Mama giving sexy steez while she was doing the lipstick challenge?
She was feeling
She said, "I'm not gonna split and I'm not gonna bust this down." She's like, "But I'm gonna just give you this little sexy steez, right?"
Yeah, exactly. Mama was feeling it, and she was like, my husband. Her husband loved drag too. Drag is for everybody.
I feel like I can low key get Tristan into the show. I think
he would like. I'm trying to think. How would you get him into it? He might be into Sharon because that bitch is weird.
If he watched it, I could only imagine his commentary, because Jada's breastplate is always like on point.
She always show her titty.
And I can imagine that he would probably be like, how the hell did they do that?
Yeah. It's like they bought him, girl. Like,
but he would just be there. He would just be, because anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think, I'm trying to think, how would you even get him into it? I feel like what episode would he watch?
I'll figure it out.
I think I'm going to send you just clips so you can watch, because there's other things that you have to watch too. Like, he might like when Shangela cursed out Mimi on first, because I'm what? Sickening. Or when Sharon, or when Fifi told Sharon to go back to Party City with that wig. I also forgot to, and the listeners reminded me, when you watch season 4, you have to watch Untucked.
I watch Untucked, like I'm.
Okay.
That's
the only thing, because I thought, because like this isn't RuPaul's best friend race. Like, even though LaShawn went home, her most iconic thing was, this isn't RuPaul's best friend race. I know. Okay, so
runway challenges. So Gigi came out with BB. It was Gigi Good and BB Bad. They were dressed like how you would imagine Nikki would. I mean, not Dickie. Gigi.
Ooh, yikes.
Gigi would. Good.
Just all like flirty girl, like 1960s fur fashion.
I liked the story behind it, where they were like, we're two sisters who are rich. We're just going to spend daddy's money, but we have that competitive spirit like white girls do.
Yeah.
So they were cute, but it was very Gigi, and I'm realizing that Gigi I'm not gonna call her a one trick pony, but yeah. Mm-hmm. We were blinded by the glitz, by the fashions,
and the fashion.
The fashions.
Yeah,
the fashions are still always on point.
It
was on point,
because even though the judges told her like, this is simple, girl, but this worked.
It did. So they definitely had the family resemblance. Mm-hmm. I think them doing the little shtick also helped.
I will say Gigi changed that woman's face too. She did not look like the way she did when she came out of there. Jackie, low-key stole Heidi's idea and tried to do a 70s disco thing, because Heidi's queen had wanted to do 70s disco vibe too. Jackie came out with that big-ass wig that and gave Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, whatever.
Gave the Supreme. It was giving me Supremes.
Yeah. And had his Lil Queen do the same thing. I wasn't really impressed by them. Jackie also wore like a leisure type of jumpsuit kind of thing, like a little lame kind of situation.
How do they pin these wigs down, bro?
Duct tape. Some old queens use duct tape because some people use wig glue.
Wig glue.
Or they'll pin it.
Cause I'm like, how do y'all be doing all this on the stage and these wigs don't fly off?
They pin it or they glue it, pin it, or tape it.
Cause you know, every time Heidi performs, I get scared.
Us too. Her too. Shit. Heidi's queen, like Heidi also had on like a pantsuit kind of situation.
It was very I love to love you, baby.
Yeah, I will say he did the queen better than herself when it came to the makeup.
I was so concerned. I was scared.
I was so concerned.
I was scared.
I was worried.
It wasn't, and he gave his queen more of like just like a beat. It wasn't really like a drag beat,
right?
But it was still better than his own,
right? Right. So, who else in the show? Everybody did kind of like okay or whatever, and then it came
Crystal Method.
I forgot Crystal Method.
Crystal Method was my favorite.
Crystal Method turned it. She didn't even do Jay. Mama came in costume. Her and her queen came as Bert and Ernie,
and I stand.
I honestly thought Crystal was gonna win this challenge.
And you see, and this is why that other little girl got on my nerves too, because she was in there. She's like, she's all yellow. Wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't try to come on here being shady and like don't try to embody. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All of them were haters, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I was skeptical at first. I was like, oh, I don't know about all that. Thank you.
But that's the thing. People are always doubting. Sorry, y'all, I'm eating an orange because I've been really bad about eating during the day. Or eating, period, during this. The thing about Crystal is that people keep doubting her. And every week, she brings it. And that's why they were like, who's the most, like, underdog, underrated queen here? That's what one of the girls asked. And everybody was like, Crystal.
Yeah. Her makeup, mind you, while we watched DragCon today from yesterday, she was the only queen of season 12 that had her merch sold out.
Crystal Method?
Her and Widow had their merch sold out. Merch sold out. All they had was stickers.
They have merch?
Yeah, and music.
Bitch, I'm about what?
You've never Shea Coulee? I play Shea Coulee's music all the time. That's a drag queen.
But what's this merch though?
Oh,
I got to give me some of Heidi's merch.
She needs to work on her merch.
Oh,
it's not my fave. Nikki's is cute though. She came up with little Nikki doll pins. Anywho, when it came down to it, the winner of the challenge was Jada again, because why not? Now she is tied with Gigi. And mind you, she has a better stats than Gigi because Jada's never been in the bottom.
Nope.
At least what's her face has. So the true queen of the season that had no idea. It's Jada Essence Hall.
We did, because I doubted initially, honey.
Me too. I know. I didn't like her at first because I didn't like how her insecurities came on, how with the dancing, and how she became really angry about it.
But you see how she was angry about it initially, and then immediately got that shit together because she knew that was not going to serve her for the rest of the season.
Right. So,
Widow, you got to take some notes, boo.
Right. So, anywho, she won. Who was in the bottom? Heidi again. This is her third time in the bottom. And Jackie's second time in the bottom.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Now, normally how this has gone was when the bitches the second week in a row, they go home. Except for Heidi.
True.
Heidi got that Roxy Andrews luck. You'll learn about Roxy Andrews in season 5. She was a bitch but tried to redeem herself in All Stars 2.
Okay.
But she was in the bottom through all of All Stars 2.
Okay.
Right. And she should have been home.
Okay.
Whatever.
Love should have brought her home.
Yeah. Yeah. It was her friends that played her, honestly, and why she kept being there. It was how Alaska won. But yeah, They performed Alex Newell's "Kill the Lights." If you don't know who Alex Newell is, he was from Glee. His pronouns are he and him. Mm-hmm. But I'll just use they just because they works for everybody.
Kill the lights and
the way that I feel. And Jackie's, who I now call Handsome Squidward, because she makes really like cartoon faces.
She does. Yeah, she does. She's charismatic,
right? And so, anywho, she did a lot better with this lip sync. Last week, I was like, "Girl, you should have went home."
It looked like it just truly, but they did it like a performance, almost together. Almost,
yeah, they're almost together, and I was like, "Oh, this is a good."
This was good. This was good. It was a good lip sync battle.
Yeah, they had a good moment, and Rue decided to do a double save. It saved them both.
I didn't agree with it.
I didn't agree
and
with
I
it
also
either.
don't like the fact. I'm like, she deserved to go home, and you should have sent her ass home.
Yeah.
Like, Heidi outperformed her. I understand it was cute with them together, but it is a competition. Heidi outperformed her, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that usually it? But Tyra does that sometimes.
Yeah, she'll do it. Rue tends to do a double save every season.
Okay, so this was the double save.
It's either a double save, or she'll bring a queen that got kicked off back.
Oh.
So like, she'll either do, and this also could happen too next week. It could also, or like there'll be a time where she'll say, I have to figure out which one of my queens are going to be sent back. So like all the queens that got kicked off will come back for a whole nother challenge, and they'll have to like duke it out to see who gets to stay out of the old people.
Okay.
And who gets to come back out of the people that got kicked off.
Okay.
It gets dicey like that. So hopefully that happens. That also happens because it'll get to a top 4, then it'll go back to it. Then it'll go back to a top 6.
Maybe they'll bring Widow back.
Maybe, you never know. Because we have 6 queens left.
Yeah.
So after next 5, there'll be a top 4. Rue might extend the season and bring another bitch back, or another bitch or 2 back, and then we'll have to go back to the final 4.
I also was a little sad for the lady who got paired with Sherry Pie because
Janet the Planet.
Sherry CK, because the thing about the look was really good.
Sherry CK did that.
I mean, they look like twins.
Janet the Planet looked exactly like Sherry Pie.
If they would have put her in her place, I would not have known.
Yeah, me either.
I felt bad because obviously they cut Sherry's scenes on her interacting, and I know they tried to give Janet the Planet her time separately, but they cut those scenes, and then also, they showed them coming down the runway. It's just unfair to everybody around. It's just Sherry CK done fucked up everything.
Fucking Sherry.
Why y'all stop being creeps? It's not that hard to not be creeps. Duce Palooza. I said it. Oof. I said it. Blogzilla. I was on that nigga show.
Yeah, I work with them. I work with Chris.
We call them all out. Like, it's not that hard to not be a creepy ass, weirdo ass, fucking creep of a nigga. Like, it's just not that hard to not do that. It's not that hard to not make people feel uncomfortable. Like, it's just not that difficult to not be a terrible person.
No, it's not.
So get them niggas out of here then. Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
Right. Ugh, so gross. And I hate the fact that bitch is gonna be on the bottom 4.
I know, but we already knew. I
know.
Like, we knew that. She serves looks. Like, she does this, but she just is a terrible person.
Right.
Oh, my bad. But that was that. So Crystal Method was my favorite of the night.
Oh, yeah, that Bert and Ernie thing.
That Bert and Ernie was super cute. And I like how she played up the Bert and Ernie are in a relationship.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cute. The look was just super cute. Like, Crystal, y'all gotta watch out for her.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta watch out for her.
I swore she was gonna win this challenge, but she didn't. She's the only one that so far that hasn't won anything.
And I don't want to see her in the bottom, and she hasn't deserved to be in the bottom, but I want to see her lip sync. I want to see how she does, because when she did that Madonna Ray of Light, I was like, she did that.
Yeah.
This is perfect for her.
This is her element. This is her element. But yeah, that was Drag Race this week. And then on Secret Celebrity Drag Race, we'll talk about on Patreon probably. But I'm going to say, the clip that I saw...
if it's Tammy Roman's ignorant ass, I know that it's going to be funny.
I'll just say, Tammy Roman got out of drag Because, they had to do a mini challenge where they have to, like, get into quick drag. Mm-hmm. And because it's different for women, they have to get into boy drag. So they have to do. So it's Lonnie Love, Vanessa Williams, the real one, and Tammy Roman. Why Tammy Roman just took her wig off? She was like, "Okay, bitch," and she got set. And she got picked. And she got because they pair them with each person. Lonnie got Trinity the Tuck, who won season 4 of All Stars, and then Tammy got Alyssa Edwards, who is Alyssa Edwards, and Vanessa Williams, the real one, got Asia O'Hara.
Okay.
Yeah. And Asia O'Hara is
shut your useless ass up. You ain't going nowhere.
Right. Asia O'Hara is a woman. A woman. She is a woman. She didn't win, but she got really far in her season 10. I hated her Snatch Game. Again, don't do Beyonce for Snatch Game, guys.
Unless you can really do Beyonce.
No, Beyonce don't talk to us enough for you to have personality.
Beyonce has enough interviews where you can you can make it work, but you gotta do Beyonce.
Everybody who's done Beyonce has failed on Snatch Game. You can't do Beyonce. You can't do Tina Turner. They all fail.
If Sky Townsend got on there, she could do Beyonce.
Or what's her face, Jade Nova.
Or Jade Nova. She can get up there and do Beyonce. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to do Beyonce, you got to do it right.
Yeah.
You can't just get up there and try to be pretty.
Yeah. Gosh. Have you done... I'm going to show you clips of... I know exactly what to do. Okay. But yeah, that was Drag Race this week.
Yes. Sexy drag queen!
Let's take a break and we'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'. The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we're back. So we're talking today about the illustrious year that is 1997 PS. And what did we say PS stands for? Post-segregation. Post-segregation and what? BA. Before apocalypse.
Yeah, that's what we live in.
We're in 2020. AC after Corona.
We living in Armageddon right now.
So we wanted to talk about a happier time. Although the first thing on this list is happy.
No. We'll always love Big Papa. We'll always love.
I've been missing you for last morning. When this life is over, I'll know I'll see you every single day, every time I pray, every single day, every move I make, everything, every move I make.
Oh, we lost our beloved Christopher Wallace in 1997.
We did. Bedside Zone.
Bedside Zone. You know, we still don't trust the police because we know they know who did it. We know who did it. I'm sure that nigga.
No, y'all follow that nigga.
Y'all all follow that nigga.
Anywho,
He recently did a Corona dance challenge. But yes, we lost our beloved Christopher Wallace in 1997. A sad time. I remember when that happened. Oh, that hit us hard.
Yeah.
That hit us hard.
Kurt Loder got on the fucking TV and delivered bad news as usual. Like we did a few months before with Tupac. Even though he didn't die.
No, he's definitely living in Barbados.
Right. Child, he's been self-quarantining. That's what we need to learn from.
He's like, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this.
Right. I was saying today, I was like, the people who like live in like Alaska are probably be like, girl, it's nothing.
Like what? Why y'all tripping?
Girl, we quarantined. It's called Thursday, honey. What you got?
Oh, I just did that one.
No, I did. Oh yeah, you did. Okay, my bad.
Murefuka.
Sorry, Murefuka.
I'm listening to you and grabbing a sweater.
So, you know, this is Chris Rogers' favorite movie, and I don't know why.
What is it?
Fucking Titanic.
What?
Yeah. I mean, Titanic came out in 97, and it was a big-ass movie, and I will say, what's his name? James Cameron. He does have the top 3 grossing movies, or like, of all time, or whatever.
Titanic came out, what, Christmas? Or Thanksgiving. It was definitely a holiday
time.
Because we went, I want to say we went on Christmas to the movie theater because it's open.
Yeah, that's
well, it was open.
Right.
Because may not be no more movie theaters. But we went to the movie theater to go see Titanic. And I just remember sitting there and being like, God damn, this is a long ass movie.
You know? Me and my cousin, I didn't see it in the movie theater. I saw it on VHS tape from Blockbuster, and we had to rent it, and it came in 2 cassette tapes.
It came in 2 cassette tapes.
Right. I never get how the first part ended. It ended with all that water gushing through the water, and I had to pee so fucking bad. I was like, you bitches could have all of this shit. Like, it just wasn't like... My problem with like retelling of movies is that I already know how it's going to end.
This is what Kate Winslet? Mm-hmm. This is what her titties look like in the movie.
They did.
It's orange.
No, she
I think that was the first time I seen a white woman's nipples, and I was like,
they're really pink.
They're pink.
Mm-hmm.
They're pink. They're like very pink.
VV pink.
Now I did have a time. This is, y'all know I don't share. I share, but I don't share. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna do it since you shared this episode.
Okay.
I will say, for a very long time, I had a cousin who used to call me Vanilla Nipples because she was like, she's like, well, they not like brown or black, but they not like pink like white ladies.
No, I'm calling this episode Vanilla Nipples.
But it was the first time I'm
making a note of it now. I'm not forget too. It's called Vanilla Nipples. Literally right here, I'm changing it. So I have a pre-noted note of all the things I have to type in for the show when I post it every week. But no, I'm vanilla. Is it you just have one vanilla nipple or is it 2 vanilla nipples?
Well, nigga, I have 2 nipples, so
I don't know. Listen, I'm trying not to judge.
They're twins. They're not like fraternal.
You might not have you might only have 1 nipple, girl. I don't know.
You're right. I could have 1 nipple. I could, but I have 2.
Okay. Good.
There's 2 nipples.
I'm trying to include
2 nipples,
everybody.
2 areolas, 2 titties.
Okay. Not everybody has that to their credit.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That is a valid question. Ooh, this was a cultural change. Me, I'm super fly, super duper fly. I can't stand the rain.
Who got the keys to the Jeep? I'm driving to the beach. Top down, loud sound, see my peeps. Give them pounds, now look who it be. It be me and Timothy. Look like
it's my window.
I can't stand the rain. Missy Elliott came out with Super Duper Fly in 1997.
She said, ooh, sock it to me like you want
to. Ooh.
I could take it like a pro.
You know.
With
the backstroke.
My hormones popping like a
disco.
I'll be popping mess like
some Crisco.
And all you gotta say is just
Missy go.
If I think, I won't move slow.
Super Duper Fly. I remember when that came out, and when the Rain video came out.
Do you remember the making of the video for the Rain video? Or like she had like a little documentary thing or whatever for it?
I don't.
It's really good. It's like a behind the scenes kind of thing. It's super good. Like how they had to go to the gas station to fill up her suit.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
At the pump, at the tire pump?
Yeah.
Shit.
So she's like videos her like walking.
She's like, I feel the wind. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
9,
Begin.
10. I sit on hills like Lauren until the rain starts coming down.
Pour in.
Chill.
I got that umbrella. What you got?
You know, four black women from Texas. Oh God, I often think, in 2003, Beyonce asked us if we were ready on Crazy in Love.
She did, and I think she was preparing us.
Yeah, she was preparing us.
For years to come.
Yeah, none of us had no clue. We were just like, okay, bitch, whatever.
I told you the story how my dad saw them. It was a jazz club or it was some kind of club, and he said the people were not kind to them in the audience, and so he was passing them in the stairwell. And he's I looked right at. He's like, I looked at Beyonce, I looked at Kelly, Latavia, Latoya, and he goes, "You girls did good. You girls did good." I will never. And my dad don't make up stories.
Right.
He's like the most nonchalant tourist in the world, and he's like, "Yeah, you girls did real nice. That was good. Don't let those people shake you."
Yeah, that's awesome. But Destiny's Child came on the scene in '97 with No, No, No.
You be saying no, 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 when it's really yes, 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 yes.
Gonna get my love, it's all here for you. You saying no, 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 when it's really yes, 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 yes. Baby, saying no, 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 no. Oh, when it's really
that's the
yes.
part one version.
I know. Which one do you like better?
I like them both equally for different reasons. Because, it's a bop. Number 2 is a bop. But number 1 is just like, oh, y'all are...
This is the remix.
Where is Wyclef?
Quarantining somewhere on a motorcycle somewhere.
Probably. Text Yellow.
What do you have next?
I already did. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Ooh, let's see.
Oh, you were right. Titanic premiered on December 19th.
Okay, so it was Christmas. I knew it was a holiday. I knew we went to the movies to see it on a holiday. In 1997, we got one of our generation's most iconic players. Not just necessarily because he was the best or by any means, because we already know how that goes. But Allen Iverson. A cultural icon. Them fishbone braids.
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game.
Yeah.
My man had a nasty cornrow at every game.
And I knew then what I know now. If you know what I mean.
Yes, absolutely. When he came out with them fishbone braids, I said, well, that's a real nigga. That's a real nigga. And Allen Iverson proved himself to be what?
A real
nigga. If you've not seen the Allen Iverson
step over clip.
Yeah. But if you've not seen the documentary.
I must say, have you been watching the last the Jordan doc?
Yes, I'm always like an episode or two behind.
Me too.
But yes.
First of all,
we might need to cover that Dennis Rodman episode.
Yeah.
We might need to, because the fun thing about that is I remember living in the time, and obviously we didn't have all this access to social media. We had the Star magazine, we had the the tabloid magazines or whatever, and it was always some craziness with Dennis Rodman, and obviously people were not evolved at that time. So you see this big black man come out with painted nails and living gauges and living his best life, and niggas don't know how to react to that then.
And they also probably
don't know how to react to that now.
Right.
So. We might need to cover that Dennis Rodman episode.
Dennis Rodman in general is a cultural phenom. Like, I remember when his book came out, he was butt naked on the book cover. It was so hard because he articulated queerness in a way that most people didn't get. Mm-hmm. It's like, no girl, like when he went on Oprah and Oprah like asked him if he was gay like 900 times, and he was like, no nigga, damn.
I just like to paint my nails.
Right. Shit. Sure, I may have thought about it, but I fuck no nigga like that. Like, and if I did, okay.
Who cares? Who he did fuck was Carmen Electra. I remember when that was a thing.
Yeah, that's.
It was on brand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. In another good movie that fucked the world up?
What?
Jurassic motherfucking Park.
Bruh! My father took me and my sister to go see Jurassic Park.
The Lost World 2, which was the second one, which means that was worse than the first one.
It was. Now, the first one...
First one shook your girl.
The first one, me and my sister, my father fell asleep in the movies. He loves telling this story. He'd be like, I took them to the movies to go see Jurassic Park, and I fell asleep, because he falls asleep in every movie. He's like, when I woke up, they was hugging each other, me and my sister, because it was when the raptors were in the kitchen. And we were like, oh, shit, what's about to happen, nigga?
Laura Linney was running.
She was running.
Men in Black came out in 97 too. Mm-hmm. That was a movie.
Forget it.
It's the MIBs. Here come the MIBs. Here come the men in black.
I wish I had that.
I wish I had that motherfucking pen.
Forget. Set me back to 97, girl.
Here comes the men in black.
Wow. What else you got?
Oh my God, they killed Kenny. You bastards.
Right.
Kenny got killed for the first time on South Park, which became the chicken and Peter joke. The initial Peter and the chicken joke.
And then they moved on to Bubbles.
And then they moved on to, but initially it was Kenny. Kenny got killed every episode, and the first one was in when? 1997.
Oh my God! They killed Kenny!
Speaking of cartoons, and I just started rewatching this too. I think also during quarantine, I haven't been watching a lot of new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have not watched this new season of Insecure, and I think I'm just gonna wait until it's done so I can binge it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because also, Insecure is like, it's 23-minute episodes. I need more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fair. I need to get into the story. I heard Molly acting a fool anyway.
Oh my God, I hate her.
Yeah, I've always hated her. But
I hate her.
But I say this to say, Daria came out in 97.
Oh!
Yeah.
La, 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 la.
Daria is an amazing fucked up cartoon.
Absolutely. It embodies everything that Jade and XD is about outside of the blackness.
Right. She's extremely dark, demented. Dark.
Just dark.
Dark.
Just a little dark.
Very sarcastic.
We're not demented. We're just a little dark.
No.
Excuse me. I got to be direct. If I'm more pleased, correct. You're standing on my neck.
Jane was my bitch.
But Daria played the shit out of Jane, though. Essentially, Daria took Jane's man and got mad at Jane for her not being supportive of it.
Yeah, some real white girl shit. That's when Daria showed her white privilege.
We were just like, oh.
And Jane was like, bitch, the only Asian on the bitch got on the show got her man taken. Yeah. Why you do to other people like that?
Yeah, I was like, ooh. You know, Buffy also came out in 97. The gays love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They love a witch and a spell. Gays love a spell.
Sarah Michelle Gellar was like one of America's sweethearts at the time.
She was literally America's teenager. Her and Rachel Lee Cook.
And not Sarah Jessica Parker. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
They were the little white America sweethearts at the time. Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You know what else happened? Tyra was the first black model to have her solo Sports Illustrated cover.
My Sports Illustrated cover by myself. The interesting thing about this photo that I see before the tube dress, that I see before the bangs, are the boobs. There is no bra underneath this dress. And I remember back then, everyone thought
Tyra been dragged on the internet this week for being problematic 20 years ago. It was like, girl, we know 20 years ago. Why is she gonna apologize for that now?
We've been calling out Tyra's fucked upness.
Yeah, it is cool. Like, we still watch Top Model. It was fucked up, but like, we were also fucked up back then.
It's because that white boy did that video of how she would do to girls.
I mean, it's true.
It is true. Like, all of you get to stay. Psych!
Just like Drag Race.
Oh, a sad thing. And you lived your life like a candle in the wind.
Damn.
Notice when the rain sets in. We lost Princess Diana, which was a really big and a really awful way, and I think that is what prompted a lot of the laws with the paparazzi, even though they still don't be respecting people's stuff.
We have reports from Paris that Diana, Princess of Wales, has been killed in a car accident, and that her partner, Dodi Fayed, has also been killed. They were apparently being pursued by paparazzi on 2 motorcycles.
But there's certain laws surrounding where, you know, there's only so much that you can do, because these niggas chased her down so much so that it crashed the car. Yeah. And Princess Diana was a G. Mm-hmm. She was the original Meghan Markle. She was the first one to be like, I don't know how much I fuck with this royal family shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
and Charles cheated, so fuck it.
And Charles cheated, and he's ugly.
Let me tell you something. I know that there are people. Can we talk? So I know there's people who have like these, like, I need my British white men. Like, remember back in the day when all the white women were into like Hugh Grant and shit?
Yes, which I never understood.
Yeah, me either. But like, just because they're so dashing. But like, I'm
like, David Beckham, I get it.
Well, yes.
I get that. Yeah. And you know, I don't usually get that.
Yeah, that guy, ooh, yes.
But I'm like, Hugh Jackman?
Like, Hugh Jackman or Hugh Grant. Like, it's
Hugh Grant?
Like, yeah.
They so regular.
Yeah.
That's like people who lust after Paul Rudd. Like, I think Paul Rudd's hilarious, but I'm like, you lust after Paul Rudd?
He's a cute 6th grade teacher.
That is the perfect description.
That's all I got.
That's the perfect description.
He's an adorable 6th grade teacher.
He ain't no heartthrob though, nigga. Like that ain't no. But bitches be like, oh, Paul Rudd. Or they used to. Even when he was Cher's love interest in Clueless, I remember watching it and being like,
or her brother. Her
brother love. It was very Lannister. Yeah. It was very Lannister and Clueless, and nobody called that out. But I was like, I don't understand this. I'm not getting this.
Niggas are not social distancing.
No, they're not. Maybe they are right around their cars. I'll take it. Mm-hmm. It's the dead middle of a day. It's 70 degrees in New York, and you know, I'd rather them drive around in their cars than, you know, hang out on the block.
Yeah, that's fine.
What you got?
Oh, there's so much. You want something sad or something?
I just did something sad. Give us something else.
Okay, that's fine. So I had one of these, and I low-key want one now, but I have a boyfriend, so I guess that'll do. But a Tamagotchi.
Oh, the little egg with the pet, and it would die and poop.
Yeah. If you didn't attend to your notification.
I I'd come back from class and it'd be like, it's dead, baby. You got to start it again.
Yeah, mad piles of doo doo.
It would be, and it would have the little stink things that would come out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Noah would she love that actually?
She would.
I don't know. They got so many advanced things now on the iPads that maybe that would. Wow, can you imagine if I tried to get her a Tamagotchi and she'd be like, "Bitch, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I don't want this little green screen."
I think she might be into it though.
She might, but I'm not. I don't need her addicted to another damn electronic. Michael Myers, let's shag, baby, yeah. We would go see the Austin Powers movies as a family. And it was a good time. I remember when we went and rented it from Blockbuster, and I used the shag line in the Blockbuster, and the man gave us the movie for free. He was like, "Best thing I've heard all day. Let's take the movie. You all just have it,
baby. Yeah,
let's shag, baby." My father, we would all watch it. We loved Austin Powers as a family.
I love Austin Powers.
My mother hated the dick jokes, but she got over it.
Yeah. I love Austin Powers. All three of them. The first one had my queen Elizabeth Hurley in it, which we don't really talk about in the fashion community. But Elizabeth Hurley should know. I'm not either. Mm-mm. But closest one I am in his drag. So, Quincy Jones produced the theme to Austin Powers.
Of course he did.
Bossa Nova, yeah. That's Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones, an icon, a legend. I need to go read that interview just because. You know what else we got in '97? The N64. Nintendo 64 came out with the graphics and niggas were hype boots.
Oh, I know. That's when I also learned that I have vertigo. That's so funny.
The way you said it. See, we're dark.
Yeah, no, that's when I learned I have vertigo, because a nigga will go dizzy after playing Super Mario 64.
Yes.
I'd be like, ooh, girl, let me sit down.
I loved it, though. I loved every bit of it.
But yeah, what else? We have time for a couple more. Oh, Ellen came out.
Oh, that's when she came out in '97?
Yeah. And Oprah made it about her because, remember, Oprah was on that episode of her coming out. Because Oprah paid for therapy.
Why is she always just a part?
But tonight, for the first time, the lead character in a primetime show will reveal herself to be gay. And oh boy, has the world been talking about that. Ellen's sexual identity striptease began last September, playfully responding.
Why is she always a part? Like, go away.
I'm so surprised she wasn't in Waiting to Exhale, come to think of it.
I'm surprised. Well, she was... Never mind.
Shout out to all of you who watched Waiting to Exhale the last week since we came out.
Yes! And shout out to Around the Way Curls with the collabo.
Yeah, and I still stand by what I said. Tevin Campbell is everything Brandy.
I saw niggas trying to come for you.
And
do. And do.
They can't come for me if I didn't send for them. So.
We got Behind the Music in '97. The very first Behind the Music, an hour long.
She was a huge star. She was 17.
All of a sudden, this rock and roll fantasy turns into a nightmare.
The headline was "We Were Lesbian Lovers."
I felt forced to talk about my sexuality.
I really got to the point of suicide.
He knew he screwed up. That's a pain he never want to experience.
Do you remember this show on BET? MTV called Biorhythm. This is very also 97 too. Yeah, it was a biography series. They talked about like celebrities, historians. Like, it was really good.
Oh, MTV used to have the shows.
They did.
Because True Life will go forever go down in history.
Absolutely. Like they did episodes on David Spade, the Gallaghers, Oasis. It was good.
They there's a documentary apparently out right now about Chris Farley.
Ooh.
My dad was watching it the other day. I called him and his eyes were a little puffy. I said, "You crying? Nigga, are you crying right now?" He was like, "I just watched the documentary on Chris Farley and it's sad." And I was like, which it is. It is. He talked about how, you know, it's really sad when you have comedians and people who constantly make people laugh, and when they're going through hardship and trouble and they're no longer making people laugh, people are not around them anymore and they can't deal with not having that audience, which is why a lot of them will spiral. He said it was a really sad documentary. I'm gonna have to go watch it. None of us were Chris Farley fans, but I think we're just gonna have to watch it just for the, you know, just because it's a good documentary. Tyson bit Holyfield in 97.
Yes.
Bit that nigga's ear.
Yes.
Nasty stuff in there. There need to be a bite almost. Holyfield is very unhappy. Look at this. It looked as if Tyson bared his teeth at one stage in the exchange. Yes,
that was a story heard around the world. It was so good. Now, Kith.
I do. This is my final thing.
Mm-hmm.
So 97 was the birth of what we now know as neo soul music. And it all began with the album that came out on February 11th, 1997, which happens to be Brandy and Kelly Rowland's birthday. Guess what happened?
What happened?
Baduism came out in 97.
Ooh, she sure did. Ooh.
Certainly
not me. Certainly not me.
Oh my, I'm feeling high. My money's gone. I'm all alone.
Me and Fran were literally just talking about winning on the video the other day when we were filming, and we were like, bitch, I remember we were like, with $3 and 6 dimes. I remember every scene. When she came out, I was like, I don't know who this queen is, but she is mine. And we have come to understand that, you know, she says some reckless things.
Yeah, we just have to leave her at Rimshot. That's all.
Well, Rimshot, hey,
or Afro, pick your Afro daddy because it's flat on one side.
You told me you was going to see Wu-Tang, baby. So I braided my hair. Ooh, bottle with. Ooh, I got to go revisit that, baby.
That's my last one.
What's your last one? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, you know what? There's so much more to this, though. But I'll leave it off with this only because it has...
Rudy!
Motherfuckers. It has recently resurfaced, and I didn't realize. I heard Noah singing it, and I was like, what, how do you know that? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world made of plastic. It's fantastic. I can brush my hair and dress me anywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Barbie Girl has recently come back because they have Barbie games and shit and stuff on YouTube.
TikTok.
Oh no, before that. Like Noah's been singing this for about the past 2 years, and I was like, how do you know Barbie Girl?
I said, that's from 97 at Santa Cruz Boardwalk.
This is how I know Noah is an ancestor child.
Mm-hmm.
She grew up with me.
As Bernie Mac said, she's been here before.
She's been here before.
So that's today's episode, guys.
Just a little throwback pop culture because pop culture today is what? Basura.
Yeah, and we don't really have pop culture anymore.
No, we don't.
We don't. Only thing to talk about is, you know, niggas dying and you know, famine.
And I don't care to talk about how Kim Kardashian hates her children. Like I
I mean, it is funny because North be
North
be giving her the blue.
She do it.
Kids be kicking her ass.
I'm like, this is what you get. This is what you deserve. You culture vulture.
Yeah, them kids be kicking her ass. And I'm like, ooh, Kim.
I can't wait for North to grow up. I really feel like North's gonna grow up to be an entitled little person. But you know, that's just her father, her mother, like it's her family.
Yeah,
you know, tragic mulatto militia. But I would be very pleased if she grew up and put her foot all over Kim's neck. I'm black, not you, ma. I would live.
You know, it's interesting. I don't know. Maybe John Oliver should do this, but like a profile of all these kids, like the celebrities, the kids of celebrities who like be interrupting their shit. Like Jimmy Kimmel just walk in, his daughter's like, yeah, it doesn't matter, it's me. It's my show. I don't give a shit.
She's like, bitch, we're in quarantine.
Right,
Fuck
like,
your work.
Right. Just,
Noah be on there. Can I have a pencil with an eraser?
Right. They just don't care. Jack Krasinski made his kids a part of the show. He's like, well, Sophie did this right here. She made the sign.
I ain't mad at it.
She was fucking with me. I had to make her a sign.
I'm putting Noah in some content. It's happening.
Make these kids do like, oh,
like this is the only way you could be a what part?
Listen, Fallon's kids be giving him the blues. Everybody, they just be like, oh god, my fucking kids.
It's all of us. It's literally all of us.
Good luck, Queen, because I just have to deal with you know, a methy nigga in my damn building.
I don't know what's worse.
They're low key the same thing.
Like, could I tolerate a nigga just sweeping outside my door? I mean, I could.
Yeah, like, I mean, he clean.
My other question to you was, where did he get the supplies?
Yeah.
What was he cleaning with?
Yo, he just, I don't know. Like, he just put things in a bag. Like, it was strange. It was weird.
That's so weird. Okay. Well, that is pop culture from 97. We'll do a few more of these. This will be fun.
Yeah.
To be able to visit the years of yesteryear.
Yeah. You should go subscribe to us on Patreon. We have video content galore. This week drops the first episode of Quarantine Blastics.
Oh, nigga.
With Tatiana Janine.
Yes, what we are discussing in full. I know we have made several references on the show, but we're discussing in full The Women of Brewster Place. So
yeah, part 1 will be out by the time you listen to this, and it's only on Patreon.
That's it.
$5 holler, that's all you need. Thank you for all the support. I know that times are getting tough and you all had to back out a little bit because of stuff, but we still appreciate you all the same. You don't have to have the $10 one, guys. You could just get the $5 one.
It gets you everything you need.
It's $5. Just think $5 is not going to cost you. In the grand scheme of things, you're not going to see nothing. Like
the other tiers are just for people who feel like, you know.
Yeah. Be a little generous.
We'll see y'all niggas next week.
Bye.
Let me see. Hey, just, you know.
Who's merch you want to see first?
Let me see Jada and Heidi's.
Jada. I did not like Jada. Jada's merch. Chris Rogers said he's gonna reach out to her to fix it.
Yes, Chris Rogers, promote and market.
Yeah, so a woman. So
a woman.
10 years ago, bursting with creativity, inspired by her hometown's incredible local talent, and ready to take on the drag universe, the world was blessed with the birth of drag superstar Jada Hall. Ooh, this is... Ooh.
Yes, a look. Yes. Look how them titties are sitting.
See what I mean? Like,
oh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
A fan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, let me see Heidi's. Excuse me. Abe, cut that out.
Okay.
Oh, let me follow Jada on. Because I followed Heidi. Love should have brought you home. Home last night.
Okay, hell no. That's Heidi.
I want the
Soft and supple.
Soft and supple.
Hiding closet sticker. Kill the
Okay.
lights. Heidi print. So this is.
So I want this lips enamel pin, and I want this. Let's work on these t-shirts.
Yeah.
And I want this Okel no.
Yeah, I want an Okel no.
I'll put the Okel no on the shirt.
Oh, I didn't even show you what I bought today. That's why I said I was gonna show you what I bought today.
See, bitch.
So,
I know Sherry Pie don't have no merchandise.
Maybe handcuffs. You know, something from commissary.
Cheetos.
Yeah. Nutty Buddies.
Root beer. Star Crunches.
Gloves from the kitchen.
Can of tomato paste. Let me see.
So I bought this today.
Oh, I know. I saw that on your screen. I want it.
Yeah, I bought a Shady Pines retirement home mug.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of you.
Yeah, I had to buy it because I thought Alaska had it on.
Oh, let me see. Oh, you said Crystal Methods is sold out though.
Oh yeah, but we can see Crystal Methods.
I'm gonna be sad because I know I'm gonna want it.
Right. So I'll go back to the show.
She's my third favorite because I have to go for the Black Queens first.
Same.
Gigi not my favorite no more.
Same, even though she totally won.
Yeah, Gigi won.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Crystal. Yes, Crystal.
These pins are cute.
This is cute.
Everything is sold out.
I want that shirt.
Yeah, that shirt is cute. And I'm not like normally the shirts that they have are like whack, but that's a cute shirt.
That's a cute shirt.
But yeah, they Jada, we're gonna work on your merch. You can just and we're gonna work on your website. Just come. I might even do it for free. Just come.
I wonder if we can get one of them. I mean, they at home right now.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can get
Yeah.
somebody. Oh, nigga, let's work on that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if we get Heidi on the show.
Heidi, Jada.
We need Heidi or Jada.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Heidi and Jada.
Yeah.
Ancestors, guys, do your thing. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah. Work on it. Fans, tweet them, tell them to listen to us, and then tell them to bring us on, or tell them to come on the show.
But don't let them listen to the first episode where I said Heidi has some shit on her face, cause
same. No, we love them. Even shade and love, it's fine.
It is. They know.
Yeah,
and Heidi's a good sport.
Yeah, like she's come far, and she posted a new look the other day. Like she has gotten so better with her makeup.
Look at Heidi. Heidi got an Instagram.
Yes.
What is it? Heidi in Closet or is it? Heidi. Yep, it is. Oop, follow. Oh yes, Mama's makeup is it's. You know what it is for me with Heidi? These spider lashes stress me out. It's the spider lashes. Yeah. I love Heidi.
Me too. Okay, so anyway, back to the show.
Heidi's on live right now.
Is she?
Doing a beat.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that was Rock'em Secure. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So,
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.